Close. Go live. Nice. Welcome everyone. We are playing the AI the Somnium file. Cool visual novel. We continue the main story, of course, and hopefully it's gonna be fun. It is fun. It's been fun so far. So let's go. Load game. I checked. We've been playing for over 2.5 hours, close to 3 hours. Load that. While it loads, I'm gonna open up my chat. And it's gonna do a quick recap. That it's really cool. It shows that we were in a trip with Mitsuki, and we enter inside her head to save her. And yeah, we did the sync thingy. It was pretty cool. Now we are back at the crime scene. Again, we are here. A bench. We can inspect this area now. Skewer doors. It looks like a sad overturned insect. Ferris wheel. The eye that doesn't blink. In Tokyo, even the nighttime is bright. Even the patches of sky can't see the star. Cityscape. Kabazaki district buildings in the distance. What else do we have here? I know for wait, that's a plane. That's a drone. Just a grandma. That grandma is booking it through the night sky. Must really be really tired. There are no stars tonight. So it does have more dialogue when it's green. I think we are done with the sky. Let's take a look at the ground. Nothing here. Past the bush. In the past there would have been a nice paved path here. It's covered in brush and weeds now. You can still make out the trails heading back. The figure went this way. But through the bushes leads away from here. Nothing about the barrier. Well, look at Mitsuki. He's looking behind the bush. Are you cold?
What do you care? You never cared about me, ever.
This girl.
And I liked it that way. I don't want you getting close to me. You think I like you now because I hugged you after the sink? Did you think, aw, how sweet, she likes me? Don't get it twisted. I only hugged you because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Could have been a pole or cactus. In fact, I wish it were a cactus. So stop worrying about me, okay?
So she says.
Okay. About this sus figure.
You saw that person standing here, right? A man?
Yeah.
So it's not a woman.
What was he doing?
I don't know, it was dark. But he was watching me. He was standing there in the rain with no umbrella. But I don't remember anything else. I got scared and went to hide inside the column.
You remember anything?
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile. I had so many happy memories here. The only happy memories I really have are from here. Memories of my family are so bright and colorful. But now, this is where Mom...
What's
Nothing.
wrong?
Just wondering where this goes.
Iba, what's past here?
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has of course closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits. Bloom Park closed for the same reason, as did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
Okay.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
No. The track leading northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
So we're gonna probably go check it out. The
At a
entrance
railroad crossing?
and the exit.
Correct.
Then the tracks must cross a surface street at some point.
Correct.
There might be footprints.
Iba, do me a favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking.
I've got something. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night, a black SUV. I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father, Renju Okiura.
Wow, the plot thickens.
So let me get this straight. You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
I can't prove it was Renju. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, you could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Daddy didn't do it.
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju, and you can help me find him.
Oh, she put her legs there. She's trying to act tough, but I can tell she's nervous. You look like you want to say something. The
I don't want to
sushi.
say anything. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anyone who thinks my daddy is a killer.
Look, I don't want to believe it either. I've known him for more than 5 years now. He's like family to me.
I never want to put cuffs on him. I would never want Mitsuki to see that. Anyway, Renju just isn't the kind of guy who could commit like crime like this. When was the last time you saw your dad?
I think about a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemniscate.
Did you notice anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
When was the last time you spoke with your dad?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. What about you?
What about me?
You try calling him.
I did. I called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
That's sus.
Hey, Mizuki, tell me again. That person you saw at the merry-go-round.
No. It wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
You're sure?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, about the Nile message.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from them.
bad personality.
There was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me? I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
They could have stolen his phone.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district. There are a number of homeless individuals in a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
But it couldn't be him.
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message. Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it. The killer did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura. Date, incoming call from the boss.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Iva.
I didn't pick it up.
Renju is a suspect?
Man, so many dangerous things while driving.
He's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our #1 suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning. He doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder either.
He doesn't?
No, not one we can corroborate.
Oh, so we can't see her thanks to Haiba. To Mizuki, I look like I'm talking to a Bluetooth. She doesn't see what I see. Any idea what it is?
No, I told you he vanished. Where are you headed?
Renju's house.
Don't bother. I had local cops search the place. They didn't find anything.
Where could he be?
About the alibi.
Shoko's time of death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time. But that means no one can back up his story.
About
Didn't give us
questioning.
any new information. He didn't have much to say at all.
Why did you release him?
So Renju was questioned at a local station?
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with. We couldn't hold him.
All right, boss. Let me know if you find something.
You too. Keep me in the loop.
Where the hell did Renju go?
Sunpoke?
What?
Sunpoke.
Oh, Sunfish Pocket. Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
I found it. Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast in Akihabara.
We're going to Akibahara. Cool. Akihabara. I don't know what's the right way to pronounce it. Isn't it Akibahara? Maybe I'm wrong about it. Let's ask Google. Akibahara.
Akihabara.
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 Akihabara. It's... I don't understand what the accent is. Akibahara.
Can't be.
That's the second one. Wow. That must be very traumatic. So she lost her mom
Renju!
and now is dead. Wow, was not expecting that. Even though I looked at the trailer, I didn't realize that was him. Hanged up. Sunday.
You look awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
Broken clock. Okay, now we exhausted. Peter looks surprisingly serious.
Of course not. I've still got a mountain of work piled up. Answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
Look. About the ranger.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this was a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
So it's like a serial killer. Nailed it.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New?
Yes, several years ago.
Computer.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually. It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago? Is that what you were talking about, boss?
No.
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
What? Okay, tell me.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings, to distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women, and...
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
Cyclops?
A few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that. He signed the statement under the name Cyclops, hence the name the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclopes were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be. A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Was this guy captured? No. Never found him.
In 6 years, we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju...
We're missing their left eye.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
Hanging me up.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to invest. The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iva, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
She's sleeping at the hospital.
Again.
They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
Well,
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
yeah, that's really sad. Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Any thoughts?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now, Pewter.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
You seem troubled, Peter.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iva.
Understood.
Let's go. Here we go, let's do it. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual. Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back
Mizuki.
seat. Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid! Hey, Date, what would happen if I grabbed the wheel and spun it super hard?
We would spend the rest of our very short time together thinking about how stupid that was.
Hey, Date, why do they call it a dashboard?
Because it makes the car go faster.
Uh-huh. And why do they call it a tachometer?
It measures how many tacos worth of revolutions the wheels spin. Because a tortilla is round, obviously.
Is this where you keep your weird stuff?
No, but don't look.
No.
What are you looking at me for? Watch the road.
I always have my head like this when I drive.
You were looking forward before.
No, I was just projecting an illusion. This is the real me.
You project an illusion when you're by yourself? Your neck doesn't hurt doing that?
No pain, no gain.
What?
Adults have to make sacrifice. You'll understand when you're older.
I don't think I'll ever understand you.
How are you doing?
Well, I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Nice weather we're having.
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair enough.
You're an adult, shouldn't you know that already? If you start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Damn, what a brat.
How did you even get in here?
It wasn't locked, I just opened the door. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point. If you are not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
What about the glove box though?
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you, I can help!
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the
And
hospital.
she want to be back at the crime scene?
Fine. But don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it. You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
I was talking to Aiba out loud before I noticed Mizuki in the car.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist?
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. But it's just hard to explain. I won't say anything yet.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time. Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal. No need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
Do you want to catch the suspect?
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my broody pretentious teenager phase.
Okay. I'm back.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me.
The car is fine.
Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
Do you know the secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
A scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
That might have made some people really angry about it.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
How can someone just leave the hospital?
Date,
What about Daddy?
And I don't get informed about it.
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
That's where you're wrong. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
Sunfish pocket. There we go. Walk back into Sunfish pocket.
Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
Good thing the body was removed. Hung up by 3 wires. Wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
So signboard, Sunfish pocket. Doorway to the kitchen. You can see the kitchen back there. Nothing looks sus.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death, but no traces of that have been found in the area nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else. It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Aiba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course. The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's
was
cognitive functions
sedated.
were heavily impaired before his death.
So sedatives were detected in Regi's body. Barely conscious before we was killed.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling. similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
There are deep impressions left on this neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
Okay. Do we have more things? Oh, the right eye. Right eye is still there. It's been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
We're done with that.
Is that a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sort. I believe this is a trident.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No, there are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
Dragon's Palace Pasta, 1800 yen. 1800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head, not until the day I die.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
You can leave if you need to.
I thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in that hospital would be worse.
Still.
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Okay, let's keep looking for things. Pictures of girls on display. Probably the girls that are
What are
working
you
here.
staring at, creeper?
I agree.
Mates.
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
No footage. Up in the second floor, there's nothing out of the window.
The capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Ouch. Why not using that?
What?
There's something inside. This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it. This is...
A watch?
This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
Lifesaver. So first of all,
Nothing special.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
obvious the elevator.
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management. According to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55, the weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
I don't think we've talked to this guy. Any places you can think of that I don't know about?
Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marble a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
Ota?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner. Yeah, Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
No one is answering phones in this game.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
I think we're done. Lights that look like a jellyfish. Pretty cool. So the elevator only stopped the second floor once last night, 59, 300 pounds aside. I think we're good to go. Okay.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Let's go diner first. Let's follow the order that is presented. Meow. It's always so fast. Or Sunday investigation.
Hello, welcome. You're Mizuki, right? Otis' friend?
Yep.
And you...
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
It says fermented Mayumi juice.
It must be what they use to kill everyone. The juice.
Kuroda Kazuaki's shin meat pickled in miso.
What is wrong with this restaurant? Ring, ring, ring. Oh, the phone's ringing. Are you gonna pick it up?
No, it isn't.
A singing door.
He made the joke that she made last time.
A swinging door.
Hey Date, why do beer ads always have girls in bikinis in them?
Because they make you thirsty.
Why?
I'll tell you when you're older.
A riddle. What is the difference between a cushion and you, Date?
I don't know. What?
Nothing. You're both soft and get thrown around.
That wasn't bad. You're getting better with the joke.
Hands off those hands.
Didn't she say the same thing yesterday?
She did.
The gears have stopped turning, not unlike Mayumi.
It looks like a chocolate button with legs.
It looks like a chair.
Oh, it's Nasabo from that band Magnusfield.
I have no idea who that is.
Some kind of celebrity. I think we checked everything. We can talk to Mizuki and to her. Have you been here before?
Yeah, I am friends with Oda. I've been here a few times.
Okay. Any recommendation?
Oh, everything here is delicious. But my personal favorite is our omelet rice.
We
Did
want
you want
sushi.
to eat here?
No, I don't have much of an appetite. How's your stomach?
Same. I don't think I can eat right now.
You're looking gorgeous today.
Oh, stop, you charmer. But you're not getting a discount out of me.
I knew you were a pedo, Date, but I didn't think you were a cougar hunter too.
I am neither of those things.
Where's your husband?
I completely forgot. I wonder where he got off to.
That's also sus.
But he'll come back soon. He always does. Runs off, then comes back.
I'm beginning to have doubts about the management of this establishment.
I as well.
What I hear.
He went out early this morning. I don't know where.
I see. Sorry to be a bother, but when Ota
Give
comes
her
back,
the
can you tell
business
him to
card.
contact me?
Oh, well, sure.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, got it.
Date, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go.
Lemniscate. This is where we told to Iris. If we find her. That is like the idol girl.
Oh, what? Hey there, handsome.
Excuse me?
I cannot even right now. Hold on, give me just one sec. Mizuki, do you know this guy?
Yeah?
Can you introduce me, please?
She is surprisingly unprofessional for a receptionist.
Come on, it's just not so bad.
Could you contain yourself for 5 minutes, Date?
No. Do you know her?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, of course we know each other. We're like best friends. We hang out, we party.
we do not party.
Hey, hey!
Have you seen Iris? Or you happen to see Hota here?
Ota? Nah, haven't seen him today. How is he?
The receptionist knows Ota too?
Ota happens to be the kind of otaku who actually has social skills.
Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, could you give me a call if Ota shows up? I have my number here.
Yeah, I got his number. I got his number.
Let us pray that the privilege will not be abused.
Things have been pretty serious around. Let's see if he has seen Iris.
Iris? You mean Asa? She's recording a podcast in the underground studio.
Oh, that's why she didn't pick up the phone.
If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
For sure.
What?
For sure? As in, I got you?
I don't believe I've ever heard that sequence of sounds spoken out loud before.
Versa. What's going to happen to the office?
No, haven't heard anything about that yet. The VP might take over, we might get absorbed by another office. Just when I got a job, too. Man.
This is a scam company.
Do if this place closes up. So, anyway, tell me, Date, what kind of girls do you like? Because I'm the committed type, you know? Would you consider me a candidate?
Well, we could go out sometime.
Wow, dude.
You disgust me.
Oh, my apologies. Never mind.
And
Yeah, totally. You never think about, like, my boss getting murdered, you know? Like, what are even the chances? That's like the odds of hitting the lotto. But I was kind of lucky, in a weird way. some of my old friends hit me up asking about it, you know. Feels
It's like
we're old
Mitsuki's dad
alumni or
we're talking about.
something.
She certainly found the bright side of this situation. Date, look! A cricket!
Yes!
This painting is called Hawaiian Dishes and Dark Demons.
Which part is supposed to be a dish and which part is supposed to be a demon?
I like how when we are with Mitsuki, she describe things that we would have never known about it. Because we already looked at that painting like 5 times.
Oh, this is Dark Zone Kalimas!
Who? That's a high stool.
Why are you always thinking about high school?
I said stool.
How to draw anime cute girl. I think we're good to go.
The most likely scenario is that the final decision was made by the head
Wire
of the
this
company.
woman.
Renju. Mizuki, let's go. Staying here would be a waste.
Yeah, where should we go next?
Golden Yokocho. 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 Yokochoko. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it like not the way it's supposed to be. I'll try.
Yokocho.
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 Okay. Yokocho.
Is this it?
Yeah,
You know about this place?
yeah. This is where I met Renju for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about it, so that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
Where is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
Mama. I'm scared.
In other news, at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the capital city highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
Bar counter. 9 bottles, there are 9 bottles on the counter. Just kidding, there are 18. That's how many there are. Let's count carefully. 18 bottles line up in the counter. Writing is on the back.
I don't want to get drunk. I just want to be sobriety impaired. Allow me to ruin your stupid joke before you say it.
It's not stupid. Man, I could use a drink.
No, You're driving.
Can't you just drive?
Indeed I can, but I refuse.
Why?
Nothing good comes of you being drunk.
Pom pom pom.
Hey, Mizuki. You mind cleaning some of your stuff out of the fridge at home?
Not gonna happen. Did what?
Sat at a table together like this. We haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy? I don't need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical The meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
That's actually kinda true. Should list one meal together.
I told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
How about I use a fork?
Really now? People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
This is gonna be rough.
Tomato sauce. The talented Mr. Dickley. I wonder what that is. Player. TV on the
Date,
wall.
what was that weird show you used to watch? The one with the girls running in slow motion. What was so good about it?
Everything.
Rebellious face kinda normal. Having fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah, but I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
You think so? The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded. In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here.
Really?
At
The
Marble.
topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemnisgate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama, how have you been?
Oh, tired and sore. but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard. Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like...
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead. Ask away. I'll help any way I can.
Again? Cock nest?
Oh, Mama. What are you doing back there?
Excuse you?
That honestly does look kind of like a mama.
This is a painting of Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian was a faithful Christian who lived under Roman Emperor Diocletian on January 20th, 288 AD. He was martyred. This painting depicts his execution.
Something wrong, Date? You're staring awful hard.
Nothing. Just caught my eye.
Why now, of all times? That's been hanging there for a while.
Really?
Yeah, it was a gift from Ren a while back. I've always had it there.
Mama is polishing a dried bonito fish. Part of the daily routine. Come to think of it, I have no idea why. I think I'll ask her one day when time is right.
Hey, Date, you hear the one about the drunk ballerina?
No. What about her?
She quit the ballet because she was always more interested in tap.
Okay. Did you have anything else to say? Are you scared of Mama?
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite. I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65.
That's a pretty wide range.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
It's the first time in a place like this.
Yeah, I mean, at some fish pocket they served alcohol, but I've never been to a bar like this.
Well, I would hope not. You're in elementary school.
Well, Daddy invited me along sometimes, but I was too shy to go.
Good call.
I was planning on going one day when I was old enough to drink. I wanted to go to a bar with Daddy.
Calling up a little. Intimidated my mama about Mama.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So who are you and how do you fit in?
No one special. I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
I promise.
Or Ranger. He seems to be wary of Mama. How's business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Well, then you should visit more often. I could hook you up, in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
Was Ranger regular here?
I haven't seen him for a while. I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up. You look like a purple water balloon.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
I'll pass, thanks.
About Ranger.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
A gang?
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
When they said Kumakura, the heartbeat changed. What else do you remember about Ranger?
Well, there was the watch incident. I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch. Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
Yeah, that's it. Why do you have it?
It must be important.
Was it at the scene? Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Daddy had a new lover.
You got an album photo. You can earn album photos by finding hidden items or clearing Somnium with more than 1 second remaining. You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. $54. Skill, grasping people weakness, applying pressure, making them obey. She's 42? She doesn't look 42. Lying, cheating. Studies martial art and enjoy emotionally attacking data. Why she doesn't live? I don't understand why she doesn't live with the mother or the father. Skills, play the video games involving shooting down alien invaders. Skill runs extremely fast. IPs in autonomous are artificially intelligent. 9 November is the birthday. Age 5. Female according to settings. Akin fluoroscopy voice imitation 3D modeling. That's me. 3 August is my birthday. Sinker, sing machine, dive. Oh, this is my medicine. Slang for second, usually not literally a second. If I told my boss the script would be ready in a sec, I would get scolded. We are doing this here because we have a nice music. Kind of cool and responsive game. ASAT plays with their fans. Announcing a category and having her fun to come up with the 2 words rhyme with ASAT. A masterpiece of sandbox game, Shovel Forge. Steering the emotion of the negative inside. Crying tear of joy is a symbol of emoing. What's the point of this? Some kind of concept art? Na 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 na. Aphonia. Medical cognition aspect. Somnium, dreaming in Latin. The plural is somnia. Touching the meaning or none or without result in insomnia. Added the feature to sync machine allow you to slow down time. He doesn't get many chicks. Large hospital eliminato district. Party people. Or famous champagne with pink label. Freemason, fraternity focused sometimes between the late 16th century and the early 17th century. The organization devoted to the imprisonment of moral character, but in reality they... Symbol from Christian theology? Providence? The head office is the top administrative office in the Metropolitan Police Department. Cannot even. A show. Typical music performance. I said that she does not get many jigs. We're not gonna check the tips menu. I'm going to the bathroom, Mitsuki.
The bathroom?
Yeah. This place is small. The bathrooms are outside.
Take care.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
What's up?
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital?
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going to leave Mizuki here?
Yes, I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
We're going to meet mafia bosses and scary people.
Who's this asshole? You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You bastard!
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news. But we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
Knife on the floor.
Hey, Iba, look. A flying squirrel taking a nap.
It is clearly a tiger.
Flying squirrel. Like that one.
Hey, Iba. It's pronounced partition and not partition.
I know how it's pronounced.
Respawn schedule. If you accidentally enter a bar instead of a restaurant, don't feel obligated to order a drink. Even if the bartender give you that order, I'd give you that. Order a damn drink, look. That's quite the motto. Kinda cool. Company's philosophy. I can't see the window from this side.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
Oh, it's completely out.
I got nothing to say to you.
Look at this Crocs.
What does a guy like the chairman need this for? He probably just uses it for porn.
Not every man in the world is like you, Date.
A bronze dragon.
A bronze dragon, holding a golden ball.
Golden ball, huh?
What about the ball? Can't ask about the ball.
It's kind of frightening seeing all these lanterns lined up. Scary lantern. Scary lantern.
You don't have to repeat it.
Kumakura written on it. Is there anything on the roof? No. Anything on the floor? Just a tiger. The flying squirrel. No secret weapon where you can shoot at me. Cool. About rangers.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something? Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news. Nothing else.
Shoko is part of an investment fraud scheme, and I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
Where's the chairman?
What?
The chairman is right in front of you.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm Moma Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan.
He knows something.
You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole! You need a lesson in manners?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He went to his death from the roof of a building.
Suicide?
But Moma did not take over last year. Moma took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Date, a minute please.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area? There is an ashtray on top of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray.
A sofa. There are cigarette butts in the ashtray.
So someone must have been sitting here.
The question is, how long ago?
Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
An ashtray. I see a few cigarette butts in it.
I want to find out when that smoker finished.
Hey, Aiba. Can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
Klein.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later. Trust me.
Was there somewhere here recently?
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today, although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in...
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
This guy's lying to me.
Who's this asshole?
Neither of them was on the sofa, and neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here, and I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit. Which means, whoever it is, they're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Just get out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
X-rated.
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him.
Wait! Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed. I cannot approve the use of evolver in this situation.
Damn it.
Unarmed? What about those guys though? I checked that guy multiple times to make sure he wasn't harmed. I checked the knife of the other guy.
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
What?
Date, keep it together. Date!
Was it like press it multiple times? I pressed it once.
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
What?
You had to press it almost immediately.
Hey! Did you just shoot at me?
Hey, whoa, wait a minute!
Date, load evolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what? Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
Explosive and aim for the gold ball. I think I did it.
Iba, you saved me.
Everything happened as I simulated it.
So, where's this porno mag?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited. I simply took advantage of that
What the hell? You're a grown man. Aren't you too old to be playing with toys?
Shit.
Hey, coward. I see you. Show your face.
Coward?
I know you.
Does he have a favorite spot on the couch? Let's find out.
That's...
Sejima. So, Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
Old-fashioned Gatling gun. Ah, we cannot take a look at that. I see him often on TV. It feels like I've met him before. You have an alibi for yesterday and the day before.
I went to work, then went home.
So, you have no alibi?
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Sejima.
I agree. We can't trust that.
So, you. Do you have an alibi?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
About Rohan. I wanna know the story.
I heard that the former head of the Kumakuras committed suicide last year.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital, and naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look at the scars
you
on
wanna
this
know
head.
more? Hire a private eye. Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier, when I said I didn't know her.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was
Yep.
Or it's gonna
Whenever
organize
any
him.
wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work. But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know?
So he was a gangster?
We're getting work from him. Well, we were. Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If Talon at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way. He paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
So he didn't have any problem with the mafia. But he had problem with someone else, probably. What are you doing here?
I've had a relationship with the Kumakuras since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud. But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
It's looking irritated about Shoko.
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
Right. We didn't talk about anything.
They're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed.
The president of Lemniscate? We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information. We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
What about the name of the company?
You're right.
Date,
Don't pick
a
up.
call from Lemniscate.
Connected.
Date? It's me. You remember, like, how you said to call you if Ota came? Well, he's here now, so I guess I'm calling you.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
That's none of your concern. Moma, Congressman Tsujima, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll come back soon. We'll swap drinking stories.
You serious?
Let's go, Iba.
Roger.
This guy's giving me a glare. This guy is irritated. Good thing I went to Lemniscate first to head back. Imagine going here first. No one calling on the way.
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. There's definitely something going on there.
The congressman was sus.
I agree. But I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. We need to do further investigation.
Hi, but in the passenger seat. Roar like a lion.
Ah! Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Mizuki?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
My dosage? Anyway, you're Iba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
About your appearance.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Yeah, the robot, the big mini teddy bear.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it.
I will not.
Why not?
Because I won't.
I'm going to have to get used to this look.
I fear you would eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
So and Mama are suspicious.
As I said earlier, I completely agree that they are suspicious, but there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true. We have no established motive. The victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling, and their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
Where are all of these chains and cables coming from?
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras. They could have been killed and displayed as a warning. That would fit the current evidence.
Huh, maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
How is so related to the Kumaturas?
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Please.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle, but 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact. He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen.
Wow.
The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area.
A restricted area worth billion of
And
coin.
of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
There is another interesting fact. After the accident, So Tsujima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Tsujima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like he got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story. There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region... we will have to continue this conversation later. I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Boss.
This is Special Agent Date from Abyss. My name is Akaska from HQ.
Policeman.
I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier.
From
From a
Akazaka.
prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
A prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words...
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
Yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Meow. Kind of repetitive sound effect, but still fine. What a weekend, man.
Oh, Date.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Thank you, sweetie. You're cute!
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Oh, thank you. But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol. I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
You're kidding.
Ba bam ba 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 ba. I'm 30, it's a bit old for me. What are we?
That one is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
I've been lied to. Incomprehensible extra painting on display.
Date, look! A little stink bug! Yay! A stink bug!
Okay. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a Dojin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life. Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
Tell me about Renju.
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you? I kinda like that.
And I kinda like you.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian. Is that going to be a problem?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely gonna be a problem.
Aw, too bad.
Okay. Thank you for the call.
No problem. After all, It means we get to see each other again.
I'm glad.
What is Iris?
She's recording a podcast right now. Looking at her schedule, it should end soon.
Hey, girl with the big tits.
Excuse me?
Shit, I said it to her face.
I want to run away and never look back.
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No. A woman. Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
So before we do that, is there anything else on the scene that is new?
Oh, that's Rundoyer.
Who is that?
That's just a high stool.
What about high school?
I said stool.
There are 4 ice tools around the table, not 3. How to get rich with cryptocurrency. Nah, not that one. Okay.
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block, and I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important.
What?
You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge A-Set fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Impossible. Slow down, I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But...
Do it for Iris.
What time they left the building?
Around 6:15, I guess.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
Really? To go back to Sunfish Pocket to
What
ask more questions.
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
Police HQ? So she seemed to be the last one that met Renji.
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
This is the camera used to record the interrogation. Images captured by this camera are sent to the database in real time. It is later saved permanently on our servers. You can remotely control it as well.
Lance is facing Iris. Two-way mirror. Hey, that's me. There's nothing else right here. Pipes on the wall. Two surveillance camera. Let's start with this. You used to work for Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
You thought that story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true. What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Do you have an alibi?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Aiba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
It is in the skills, I think.
Correct.
I'm not sure.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris' story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
You mean...
No, it's not in her skills book, at least. Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Could she be the murderer? He told
We've
me.
known each other for 20 years now.
However,
dream being
we have
reversed.
nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious, what was Hitomi doing last night?
When did you find out it was
When
him?
did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
It is a bit sus. The plot thickens.
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but... how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see...
What is show? What is look?
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth. The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled from behind with some kind of cloth or rope. Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55, the total weight detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
Oh, we can't open tab now.
Iris could have choked Renju to death. If you are searching for proof of this, you will not find it here.
Oh.
The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels from muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene. This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed elsewhere and moved to where he was found. Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket, hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each. The autopsy discovered a high concentration of benzodiazepine in Renju's body. This drug is commonly used as a sedative. It is likely that Renju was in a state of compromised consciousness before his death.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
With someone else.
Ingenuity?
I think it's because of the oil drum.
The oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket. The type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds. I don't think so, Date. This is irrelevant to the question of how to lift Renju's body.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each, but that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then... What do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible. But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Oh, the oil.
You have to prove that Iris could have moved Renju's body. That is your current task. This will not help you accomplish that.
Maybe the watch?
I know this watch. It's Renju's favorite. I found it inside an oil drum at Sunfish Pocket. That means... Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
Because of the elevator.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor.
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310.
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However...
She worked there.
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
Is she about to say something?
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
That's what it looks like. But we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
It's using the phone.
Ah, shit.
Ota, save me. They're accusing me.
Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication is working perfectly.
So if she's not gonna tell it,
Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it
We-
started.
we enter her brain. That's how we do things.
Time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
Here we go. If I go to the menu, will time pause? I think I've been streaming for like 2 hours plus, so I need to take a minute or two break, and then I'll keep going.
What is this place?
Yeah, we'll pause here. I'll pause for 2 minutes, even 3 maybe, and then I will be back here, exactly where we are. And I'm also gonna type that in chat for people that are gonna come, so they can see that I will be back in exactly 3 minutes. I will take a 3 minutes break. That's long stay. I will be back. We will keep going exactly from here. And yeah. It's not good for your health to stay and look at the screen for too long. See ya in 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, I'm back. It didn't take long. It's just okay to just...
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Unknown, but there must be a connection. To just... Don't look at the screen for a bit. If the stream is too long. Unknown, there must be a connection. Let's go. We're just starting. Entering into the dream of the girl. Iris.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Thank you, chat, for waiting. First mental lock is the TV. Windows. And the third one is outside. Here we go. Discover Iris' secret. A mysterious room video, a strange device, may be able to find the truth. So we have 4 minutes. Start taking a look at the TV. Time moves as I move.
A CRT TV.
We could hit it.
Fixing it by hitting it is an old-fashioned approach.
Why is there like a skull?
Well, this is an old-fashioned object, so...
Bam. Mouse. Blood. An error.
What was that just now?
A child's drawing of a rat.
Iris must have drawn it.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation. There is much to interact with.
Pick up timey or calcul. Let's take a look at the medicine shelf.
I see many objects in the room.
The TV again. Oh, I did the right one. It's fine.
What? The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
Man, we got so lucky.
An analog TV.
Turn the dial for this one.
Nothing is happening. An analog TV.
4 minutes.
Hit this one as well. So 30 seconds. No, let's just hit it.
Understood. What was that? That was creepy.
I nearly pissed my pants.
An analog TV. A child's drawing.
This is a butterfly.
Right.
I hope this Somnium isn't from when she was a child.
An operating table.
We could sleep on it.
How does it feel?
Awful. Am I going to be killed? Modified? I'm restless. I can't take the suspense.
Do you think they'll modify you into a grasshopper or a spider?
That's not what I'm talking about.
3 minutes, Date.
It's an opera.
Surgery? Really?
Surgery? For whom?
Just act it out.
Act it out? This—
It might help reproduce a memory.
I feel like I'm on a medical dragon team. Something has spawned.
You want to check it out?
A common gas can—
Open the valve or kick it. We can use one of this to open the valve.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
A common gas canister.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Kick it. Ouch.
You okay?
It hurts. I might not be able to stand for a while.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on. A common gas can— The smell tingles. A ketone. Perhaps acetone?
Acetone, acet, some relation to Iris?
I cannot determine that with the evidence we have. More than likely, it is coincidence. A full-body mirror.
I do like when she talks with things, so.
Aiba, what are you doing? I'm taking care of Date. Oh, I understand.
I don't know if I
can't
clicked the
do
20 though.
anything with— Yeah.
Cut it out.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
A full body—
1/5. Punch it.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a perv. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that? A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Shoot.
I do not see any bullets inside.
Just try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot. As I thought.
We need a bullet.
Just a locker. That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
Time's up!
A revolver.
So we have these retry features. We can return here.
An opera.
So this was right.
Surgery.
Just
act.
It might.
We haven't failed it yet. You have like an X amount of retries.
I feel like I'm on a...
Oh, we can skip it, control. Because that made progress towards the next goal.
Something has spawned.
You want to check it out?
So first, let's go towards the locker.
Just a locker.
Open it.
That was...
Why was it?
I do not...
Good.
The knife that flew out of the lock.
Seppuku? I wanna... Really? Let's do it.
Do you wish for me to die?
No, I do not.
But why must I commit seppuku?
In this foreign land, I believed it to be the only course of action.
I refuse.
Do you wish to speak a haiku in your final breath?
Your samurai impression is ridiculous and inaccurate. Is this Somnium starting to get to you, Date?
I'm my usual self.
That's the problem. But in any case, I will not do it. The knife that flew out of the lock?
Throw it.
Like this? What? I only threw it lightly.
She killed the bird.
An oil drum, television, and torso.
Oil drum?
I think I understand.
I do not yet understand it.
Three minutes, Date.
So take a look at the torso.
A naked torso.
We can talk. I do like when she talks with things, so let's do it.
Is that a serious suggestion?
Anything can happen in Somnium, right? The torso might talk. Maybe in a southern accent.
Why in a southern accent? Well, I might as well try. Excuse me. You
Maybe
know
from
a
the
gal
voice.
named Iris? What's that, partner?
What happened? Did you get something?
It said, "Why are you talking to a mannequin, you idiot?"
Are you sure that isn't your commentary?
Ain't no talking torsos.
Well, shoot.
A naked torso?
choke.
I would rather not.
I know, but please try.
Nothing happened. A naked
Nice punch.
Thank you.
But nothing happened.
I wasted my good punch.
And our time.
A reference book?
It appears to be a butterfly reference book with
10 seconds. 12 seconds. We have time to read it, and let's just throw it first.
Go
It disappeared. Like in quantum mechanics. When you touch a wall, your hand has an almost impossibly small chance of going through.
In this Somnium, it appears such phenomena will happen regularly.
Is Iris familiar with quantum mechanics?
That must be it.
I don't believe so.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A butterfly. This is a reference book of butterflies and moths.
Is it Iris's?
Unknown. There is no name written on it. An oil drum.
We can't.
No use.
Maybe we don't have to open.
An oil drum.
Look inside. Does it mean if I do that I'm dead?
What does this mean? Bullets?
They might be used for something. Let's keep...
Oh, I failed, I think.
Date, we're at—
Damn! What the hell?
I didn't know that that could retry. Yeah, let's spend 2. I like when we got to the second checkpoint because we can do things.
An opera.
We can just do things perfectly.
Surgery? For whom?
Skip.
You want to check it out?
Now we go here.
4 minutes.
Just a lot.
No, let's just open it.
I do not. The knife.
Throw it.
Like. I.
Three minutes, Date.
An oil.
Is the timing? Look inside.
What does this mean? Bullets?
They might be used for something.
I think we're gonna break the mirror.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Remove it.
It is fixed with a vice.
Can you loosen it?
Impossible.
Is there some kind of meaning to it?
A revolver. It's dark.
Why not bring your face closer?
We know it's empty.
Bang!
No, I cannot see anything. Oh, did you say something?
I didn't think you'd fall for that.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry too.
A revolver.
Well, shoot. Let's keep a really long one in case this fails.
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
This could work. I'll try shooting it.
Poor cat. All animals have died in this dream. Poor creatures. What is happening? There could have been another different path to this. Rihai. So she was like in love with him?
What happened during that Somnium?
Or what?
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into Somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
We could ask her about it.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris, she must have met So Sejima somewhere.
We did see Congressman Sejima in there.
So she kissed the congressman.
We saw that shadow kiss him too.
Did that happen in reality?
That shadow, we don't know if it's her.
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that? Anyway, you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in Somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
You can't use the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online.
Okay. Well, we still didn't gather any useful information then.
Date, Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it? You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What?
Past that door is actually another door that will take you to the 6th basement floor of the government building. Good to know. Bunch of cables. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head is all.
Inside my head?
Do you remember your dream?
Dream? What are you talking about?
The subject of the sink does not experience somnium as you do. Iris would not know about it.
Do you know a politician named Sosejima?
Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
Oh, the Nile message with Oda.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile.
I won't tell anyone about that thing.
Tell anyone about that thing.
Not even if they torture me. Don't worry, I promise to protect you.
What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Aiba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
With the same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law number 198. Persons may refuse to receive summons or the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest.
It is a suspect, though.
You have issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law. Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit. Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
Do you just release a suspect like that?
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
I still think it could be their parents that did
That's
something.
right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not. But you better keep your promise.
Beer on the wall. Is this your first time here? What a stupid
Why
question.
does that matter? Do you want me to leave?
You met Hota's mother.
Don't you have things to ask Ota? Hurry up.
She's dodging my question.
Didn't I tell you? Ask Ota about...
He's not looking at me. Family photo now. His dad isn't here though. Did I keep you waiting?
I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Wouldn't happen anyway.
I guess you bought a new cell phone.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
Where's your mother?
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
The Nile message.
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
Yodai? Monday? Is there AI going on? Like...
Head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know. But afterward, he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Take a look at how dumb you was.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Did we check on her? On the mother?
Ota.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry?
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head. Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Iris.
What?
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I kept my foot on the gas the whole time. Feel the sweat on my palms. Angel Race high-pitched scream. Heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. At least I've slept. I wasn't sleeping since days. The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after the image changed. But be careful about the road, man.
That sick bastard.
It's a panda! No, it's a bear. Babe.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota?
Is it scripted?
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
He's the one doing the bear noises.
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Pum 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 pum. Harbor Warehouse District. So I have like 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll see what I can do here. He was stabbed.
Okay?
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Of course.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
What about Iris?
Don't worry. Iris is alive.
Maybe
Backup is en route to this location.
you remove her from the
Date,
spot.
pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
But they are both under arrest, in theory. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Any traces of the culprit?
Anymore.
Still nothing. We also didn't
Nothing
catch
makes
the
sense
culprit
anymore.
on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
We don't get to have coffee. I clicked on that every single time, but I don't know what Hauto was. We got all of the details about the shop from the first time we watched this, with all of the extra dialogues and stuff. This should be an episode 2. If you want to watch all that. That's why I'm skipping through. All the extra dialogues, we already seen it in the playlist. You can go back there and take a look. Boss is sitting on top of her desk. From this angle it looks you should be able to see up her skirt, but you can't. Not that I would want to. She's teasing me though. Every single time we go to the office. Can we look again? Do you see the same? Yeah. Like normal, of course. Has the CSI found anything about the warehouse?
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful... You should ask Aiba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the
It's
management.
the one about the metro official representative.
In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
We've read that in the notes earlier.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
I want to hear from a representative of Okiura Fishery.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you after leaving her alone
Yeah.
with Mama, I mean.
We did that.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed because the optic nerve is connected to the brain. The surgery will take some time to complete.
Have you contacted
Of course.
her mother?
Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
I should go investigate.
Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
Can we save? So I'm gonna start another location, but if it's too long, we're not gonna even watch the cutscene for it. Start going here. Let's go in order. Yum.
Two cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
Okay, cool. Save. We're done here. I hope you did enjoy. Save, go to menu. Yes. For today, the stream. We're gonna continue this game probably tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, I'm busy on Tuesday for a bit. I should have time to continue a bit tomorrow. So see ya. It was fun. It's been fun. I think I like this game a lot. So see you tomorrow. Goodbye.